Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? I wanted to give a quick update on my skating journey so far. It's been a week. I've been mostly just riding around, warming up, just getting back into skateboarding shape. Every time I rode, basically I got hurt. No big injuries or anything, but just like pulling muscles here and there. My body's not ready yet, so I've mostly been just like riding around, popping ollies and stuff, some kickflips here and there. No grinds or anything, but it's been fun. It's been good. Like, I'm starting to feel like, okay, the initial shock phase is over, and now I can start like actually getting into the flow. So another thing I wanted to talk about is the egg-shaped board. So I've had it for a week now. I've been mostly skating it. I went to the park with it as well to kind of like try it more on like park, not just street. And like I said, like, it doesn't click. Something is not clicking with me, and it took me a long time to really understand what was it. Initially, I thought it was the wheelbase being slightly too long, because it's already at 14.3, and then I have thunder trucks, which I've never rode before, that also extend the wheelbase. So I thought that was it, right? Like, I thought that it was going to be really sensitive to a wheelbase, and basically the issue I had is that like the pop feel was just wrong. The timing was off, something was wrong. It doesn't want to pop when I want it to pop. Like, I have to really think about it to get it to pop, and it's a lot more effort, right? So I thought it was the wheelbase and everything, and I even decided to buy another deck, another complete, but it was a used complete, so it wasn't too expensive, but a full complete, like that somebody else put together, and I just bought it off them. It's an 8.5 anti-hero with indies this time, because I wanted indies, and just like normal Spitfire Formula 4 wheels. And I thought it was gonna really suck as well, because the wheelbase on that is even bigger. Like, so just the board itself, the wheelbase is 14.75. So that's the biggest wheelbase I've ever ridden. And I was like, okay, this is for sure is gonna suck, but like, I wanted to get just the indies at least. So like, just for the price that I paid for that board, just getting the trucks was perfect. So I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna try it and whatever. So I went to try it the other day, and it felt great. Like, it was big. I had some issues because like I'm not used to this size, the 8.5, and it's actually like, when you measure, it's actually more than 8.5. It's 8.65 almost. And the trucks are a bit narrower. It's 144 indies, so like 825 basically. So kind of a weird combination, but I can live with it. And it popped great, and like, it wasn't perfect, but I didn't have the same issue that I had with the egg, even though technically speaking that wheelbase on the anti-hero was even wider, like longer than this egg. So that kind of ruled out the wheelbase issue. So I kept trying to like measure everything about the board and compare, and like measuring angles, measuring everything, and pretty much I understood finally what was the issue, and it has to do with the egg shape. Now, I don't know about the symmetrical eggs. I know a lot of people like to ride the symmetrical eggs. This is not a symmetrical egg. This is the fried egg version 3, and it has a nose and it has a tail. And let me tell you, that tail is tiny. Now, and this is where the issue is. So like, already the Thunder trucks being shifted more on the outside eat up a little bit of that leverage, and the tail is so small, I have no leverage. The tail is like 5.5 inches, right? It's absolutely tiny comparatively. So when I measured that, I realized, oh, you know what, that might be it, because like having a small tail and those Thunder trucks together really like changes the size and the movement and the leverage that I have. So I have a lot less leverage, and usually I don't put my foot all the way at the edge of the tail. Usually I put it in the middle of the roundness, like in the middle of the tail, like the ball of my foot or my toes are kind of in the middle. I like to pop that way. I have more surface to like push on. and there's nothing there. There's no leverage there at all. So I went to skate around a little bit today again, and I grabbed the egg board again, and I wanted to give it another try, knowing this in my head. And it pretty much proved my point. So what I did was that I flipped it around. I tried to ride it normal, with tail being the tail, nose being the nose, pop some ollies, and then flip it around and do the opposite. And immediately when I was using the nose, it felt a lot better. Now, it didn't pop well because now the tail became the nose and it's tiny, so like I didn't have much of a grip. I could probably adjust to it, but it just kind of proved my point that the tail on this board is really, really small. And for me, it's unusable. I don't like this shape. So I'm probably gonna stop riding this shape, or I'm gonna flip it around, use it as a cruiser, put big ass wheels on it and use it as a cruiser, and that'll be it. So we'll see, but I'm very happy with the 8.5, and I'm gonna probably stick to the 8.5 and ride normal shapes from now on. So that was it. I'll see you next time. Bye. Keep skating.